Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for hopping on today's webinar series. We're going to be going over a lot of resources that are available to you during the COVID-19 pandemic. So again, if you guys have any questions during this training, please submit them through the chat box. I have muted everybody and taken the videos down for right now, aside from our Grow Nebraska staff who will be presenting this training. So yes, if you have any questions, just submit them through the chat box, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna let Janelle take this away, so I am gonna unmute her one moment so she can go ahead and get started.
Thank you, Jesse. Can you also make sure the chat box is working? I was unable to get into the chat box a minute ago, so
Yep,
I want to make sure. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We had a change of events, and so I want to thank you, everyone, for being there with us today. SBA has been working extremely hard, and due to a conflict, they're unable to join us today, but they've been doing some astounding work, like everyone, trying to help us during this COVID-19 unprecedented times. You know, some great facts: in the last 14 days, SBA has processed more loans and grants than they have in 14 years so worth of loans. So I know they've been working really, really hard, and they felt really bad they're unable to join us. But there are some other things, as Jesse will. Okay, so I think it's really important. The SBA wanted us to share today that please go to their website. They will be updating on a regular basis what they know and what's available as opportunities happen. So I think it's really important. Please be sure that you're checking with SBA on a regular basis. Go to their website. I think they're flooded. Our district office is working extremely hard, and so I just we want to give a shout out. But today what we want to hope to do is be able to give you some really good resources and how our foundation has been able to turn this lemon that we're dealing with, what we call COVID-19, into lemonade. All right, one of the things I want to highly recommend, this is an opportunity, and please do this today. There is a $5,000 grant. This was sent to us by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. It's for businesses that employ between 5 to 20 people. And what happens when you go in and apply for this, it'll ask you for your zip code, and it'll tell you if you qualify or not. Now, if your zip code does not qualify and you have clients either in an area that you feel may have a low-income population, please enter that zip code. I know when Grow Nebraska did this, I entered our Kearney zip code where we are corporately headquartered, the 68845. We did not qualify. But when I put in the zip code of where I work remotely now due to COVID-19 in Orleans, Nebraska, we qualified. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And I don't know a whole lot about this, but they will be sending the grant application out if you sign up for it on April 20th. Okay, the other thing that's really, really important, and I cannot stress this enough, everyone needs to fill out the governor's survey that just went out. The deadline for this survey is April 24th. So again, it's critical that you fill this out. This is going to help our government officials try to figure out the landscape as we come out of COVID-19. I did this particular survey. It's painless. For our foundation, we were one of the 4% that our business has actually gone up because we have such a heavy online presence and been able to make a difference for a number of Nebraska businesses with online orders. And we're hoping that we can do that even for more businesses. But again, I cannot stress that this is really, really important that you take this survey. Any small business, any nonprofit, any business in Nebraska needs to take this survey so that we can get a real handle on what we need to do to keep things going in our great state of Nebraska. One of the other scenarios that I think is important is obviously the university is really stressing that we take this survey as well, but there's a website, and we'll send this out with our resources. It's called SourceLink. Okay, and SourceLink will actually be presenting at our upcoming Market Tech conference on July 21st in Kearney. SourceLink has a variety of resources for small businesses, and I can't stress enough that you should bookmark the SourceLink website because, again, the university is very committed. They are a land grant university, and so they're committed into our small businesses being successful, and they have a lot of different resources. So again, and SourceLink is working actively with Nebraska Business Development Center. So a lot of really great resources. The other thing that I really want to stress with all of you today is be sure you're checking with your local resources, what's available for you locally. We've taken advantage, you know, one of the things that Grow Nebraska does for our members is we try to get involved in lots of things and make sure it's a good fit. And if it works for us, we know it's going to work for small businesses. There are a number of gift card programs out there to help Nebraska small businesses that are free. Grow Nebraska has hopped on to a number of those, and we've received gift orders for gift cards so people can purchase products from our members. I cannot stress that enough. Phillips County PCDC has been doing some aggressive things to help their businesses. So don't forget your local resources, especially if you have a local foundation in your community. Everyone wants to keep the lights on in these small businesses, and we're very, very committed to doing that. So I just want to stress that as much as we possibly can.
All right, so I'm going to kind of take over from here. Just so everyone knows, we will be sharing these slides at the end of the presentation. So you will have access to all these links and all these resources firsthand. So I know I don't have the direct URL links. I'll give you the slides, and that way you can click on all these and go through these resources as well. This was taken from a really nice blog that was posted about COVID resources and just all the different reasons to understand the impact of COVID-19 and how it affects your business and how it's affecting buyers, how it's affecting service businesses, product businesses. So when you guys receive these slides, I really suggest going through all these resources, clicking through, really understanding how your business should be responding to this, how you should be managing your business, how you should be handling employees, and just everything in between. So moving on to the next slide, we want to make sure that you're still communicating with your customers, whether you're a service business, product business, anything. We want to make sure you're communicating through email. If you have a COVID-19 update, include that update in your emails to other businesses. We want to make sure that your voicemails, your social media, you have signage up at your location. We want to make sure everything says either we're still open or we have temporary hours or we're offering curbside pickup. Be very open and telling the community what you're doing and how you're handling this situation. We have signage up at our Buy Nebraska store that says we're currently closed in our retail store. However, we put a code up so people can receive 10% off their next purchase online. So that encourages them to still shop online, still support these local businesses. We're just not allowing people to come physically into the store right now.
Jesse, if I could say something about the email.
Yep.
Obviously, there's two really good resources that we'd like to make sure and share: Constant Contact and also MailChimp. If you have less than a list of 200, it's free. Is that correct?
Yeah, so MailChimp, it's actually less than a list of 2,000. It's free.
Okay.
And it's really great if you don't normally send out email communication, but you're needing to right now because of the pandemic. There's lots of great ways. It's super user-friendly. It sends mass emails out to your whole list. You can segment your emails based on who you're wanting them to go to. And then Constant Contact, you can get discounts if you say you were referred by Grow Nebraska. So definitely keep that in mind too. And if you want, at the end of this presentation, my contact info will be up. I can actually send you the direct referral link from Constant Contact for Grow Nebraska. They're great if you have a bigger list of contacts. Otherwise, MailChimp is free for so many, but I recommend both platforms. It depends on how savvy you are with email communication, which one you want. So I can answer any of those questions too after the presentation.
The other thing too, Jesse, if I can interrupt, Jesse also handles all of our social media profiles. And if you have something that you want us to share, our reach on Facebook is around 30,000 a week. And we would love, even if you're not a member of Grow Nebraska, but you're a business owner or an organization, and you have something that you want us to get out, Jessie will again be sharing her information. We want to be able to help as many small businesses as we can. And we've set up a number of, our social media profiles have some success. And so we want to share whatever success we have going with you.
Yeah, and a key thing with your social media profiles, more specifically Facebook, you can pin an announcement onto your Facebook page. So when people visit your Facebook page, the first thing they see is your announcement for how you're responding to COVID. I'm getting ready to do that with our hours and our limited hours, and that you can still do online shopping or curbside pickup. So by end of day today, you should be able to go to Grow Nebraska's page for an example of what that announcement will look like. And you can do that on the admin side of your Facebook business page. And again, if you're having trouble doing that, please reach out to me at the end of the presentation and I can help you with that. All right, so I am gonna, one slide too far. I am gonna pass it along to Cammie. She's gonna go over the importance of getting your business online right now and how important online shopping is in sustaining small businesses during this time.
Perfect. Thank you, Jessie. Yes, during this time, it's critical that we keep wearing your entrepreneurial hat and continue to look for those opportunities to stream revenue for your business. So what are some steps that you can take? First, are you online? Americans still need your product, and now more than ever, people are shopping online. We're forced to turn to online shopping right now in order to get the products we need. So the good news about this is people want to shop local. They want to still support your business, especially because we're small businesses. So you need to ask yourself, are you presenting the opportunity for your customers to continue to shop with you? If the answer is no, then you really need to take a look to make action of how you can get online. Maybe you can start using your Facebook page as an avenue to sell products and either ship it to people or deliver curbside. Maybe you sell your item and take payments over the phone this way. Do you have a website? Now would definitely be the time to start incorporating the e-commerce into your platform. If you already have an online presence, now is the time to look at those listings. Do you have quality pictures up that are going to capture your customers and get them to the point where they want to buy your product, where they feel like they need to have that product? How are your descriptions looking? Do you clearly state the key features that you want your customers to know about your product? Maybe you need to add a blurb in your description about your company. For example, if your company is one that's been family owned and operated for 20 years, people need to know that. People need to know that you're award winning, that maybe you hand make each batch of jelly. People want to know that because they want to know what makes your product stand out from the competitors and why they should keep buying local. These are things that your potential customers want to know as well. So then take a look at your title. Does your title have key features listed within? There's those words that everyone hones in on. So is it gluten-free? Is it non-GMO? Is it soft? Is it long-lasting? Those key words need to be in your titles to capture people right away. Then you need to look at your keywords. Do you even have any keywords? All of these things can help you get your products seen more online, and that's what you need to do right now. Next, are you a Grow Nebraska member? Now would be a time to schedule a training with Amanda to review your online listings. We're helping all of our businesses kind of go through, clean up, and make those listings even stronger right now. Do you have a new product? Maybe you have a product that Grow Nebraska doesn't know of, or maybe because of this pandemic, you've created a new product to help others. We need to know about it, and we would love for you to fill out the Sell My Product form so we can help not only promote your product, but to sell your product. Do you want to understand Facebook better? Maybe you see that your avenue of selling to your customers is through Facebook. Well, Grow Nebraska also does Facebook trainings. So reach out on how you can more effectively communicate through that platform or even other social media avenues. Jesse's the one that's going to be helping you with that. We just need to know that you need that assistance.
Tammy, can I interject? Sorry.
Yep.
I think this is really important. People need to make sure they're taking advantage of Facebook Marketplace and selling products. Jesse did help one of our members see our toys, which is a phenomenal little retail store at the Kearney Hilltop Mall that sells educational toys. And they're doing quite a business just off their Facebook and curbside pickup. So if you don't have Facebook right now, Marketplace, please reach out to us. You know, that's one of the things that even if you're not a member, we'll help you with, because we're very again committed to keeping Nebraska businesses afloat. Sorry, thank you, Cami.
No, definitely.
I'm also going to add on to that. Now is the time to start learning about Grow Nebraska. Take advantage of our free trainings. We have a whole library full of on-demand trainings that are available at your fingertips. They're free, even to non-members. I'll include that link in the follow-up email so you guys have access to all of those. And again, just reach out and ask us questions. We're more than willing to answer for you. And if you're interested in joining Grow Nebraska, please reach out to me as well, because there is payment plan options. There is scholarship options for low-income businesses. So if you truly want to be a member of Grow Nebraska, we're going to help you make that work during this time.
A resource for our on-demand training to touch on the emailing your customers is that we actually did a training on how to do email marketing. And so that's one that's in our archive directory. Be sure to take a look at that as well. More things that you can do to help get your business seen online to help connect you to your customers, to those that want to support you. How's your Google Map look? Keep your Google Map updated with your business information. You need to let them know how they can still shop with you. How can they connect to get that product from you? If you need help from that, yep, you guessed it, Grow Nebraska can definitely assist you as well. And then just to reiterate, we do have a trainings page. So go to grownebraska.org/trainings and get connected with our upcoming trainings. Grow Nebraska is a premier training and educational nonprofit. And so we are here to help you not only survive during this time, but we want to help you thrive and then be set up for success when this is all over and the world is finding its new normalcy. Once this is over, people are going to be used to shopping online. They're going to be used to getting things delivered to them. So are you going to be at a state where you can continue to serve your customers through the new normalcy? And again, if you're not a Grow Nebraska member, but you're interested in learning more of how we can help you with your business, again, reach out to us, send us an email, give us a call. Grow Nebraska is offering ways for you to connect with us during this time of the COVID crisis. And then last, the Tesla advisor, Chris Grausser, stated, "Opportunities don't happen, you create them." And so I just want to leave this with you guys is start creating new opportunities for your business today, and let's start turning this lemon of the pandemic into lemonade.
Yeah, one of the best things I've heard today so far, I had a call with Cami and Janelle this morning, and Cami mentioned, Janelle stated, you know, we're all kind of like chameleons. We have to blend in with our surroundings and be able to adapt to change. And I think this is really showing how strong small businesses actually are and how much they're adapting to all this change and all this crazy. Also, at the end of this presentation, I'm going to include some links. There are tons of mental health resources out there for people struggling during this time, most specifically small businesses. This is a really hard and stressful time, so I want to encourage everybody to be taking care of themselves too. I know a lot of you are worried about your employees and your families and income, so we want to make sure that you have all the resources you need, not just growing your business, but taking care of yourself. A main thing that we want you guys to continue to do is update your Google My Business page. This is extremely important. Google is allowing you to put COVID updates on your Google Map listings. If you're still open for curbside pickup or for online shopping, do not mark your business closed. This is on Yelp, this is on Google. This is going to encourage people to still shop online with you. Simply mark in your COVID update that you're available for calls, online store ordering, and curbside pickup. I had a really good in-depth call with Yelp yesterday, and they really encouraged us not to mark our business temporarily closed unless we are definitely not doing business during this time. So do keep that in mind. If you're not doing business, for sure mark your business temporarily closed so that way people know. If you're still accepting emails or phone calls or certain services, just make that noted. You can also post posts. Wow, post posts on Google My Business. So we want you to post important updates. If things are changing day by day for your business, add those updates to your Google My Business page. If you need help doing that, again, reach out to us. We're a high impact Google partner, and all of our staff is really extensively trained to help with that. You can even offer codes. If you want people to encourage to shop online, you can post certain codes like Google 20, and people can use that code in your checkout online, and get 20% off their order or 10% off their next order and free shipping, any of those kinds of things. Google has also released a really extensive guidance page to help you with during this time and give you important reasons to update your page. So again, that'll be linked in the follow-up slides.
Jesse, wouldn't you recommend on the post, if they have like somebody does an order, if they're a restaurant and they're getting a lot of the family by, fours or whatever, to post that, like, thanks everyone, we're going to keep, offering that. And also, I think reviews now are more important than ever before, right?
Yes. Yeah, so a great example of that would be Copper Mill Steakhouse here in Kearney. They are currently not open for dine-in, but they're offering a family dinner every single night. For $20, you can come and get a meal for two, but it's just whatever's on their menu. So they offer one item every single night, but they post that in their Google, on their Facebook, on their Instagram, what their dinner schedule is each and every week. So the weekends it's higher. They also sometimes have kids options available, but it's just kind of a nice, unique way that you can still get those kind of more home cooked meals, just from a curbside pickup instead of having to dine into a restaurant.
And then if I can touch too, Janelle said it's important to get those reviews. We talk about this all the time, but ask people for reviews. And on the flip side, if your business is thriving right now because of this, what are you doing to retain these customers afterwards? Do you have an insert that you're sending with your shipments? Are you collecting these emails so that you can set up an email promotions afterwards? Think about how you're going to sustain your business after this is over. Or if you are struggling, the same goes for you. How can you get people to come to your site and leave those reviews? Ask your family, ask your friends, ask those customers that are already fans of your business, that love your business, to help you out. Help by buying gift cards, help by sharing a post on social media. Those simple acts can go a really long way.
And make sure you're responding to reviews. Even if people don't write anything and just leave you a review with stars, respond and say thank you for their business and that you hope they shop with you again. Showing that engagement really does go a long way for people. And when they're looking at your Google Maps, if they're seeing that you're responding to everybody, good reviews, bad reviews, no comment reviews, it shows that you're engaged and you're committed to providing the best experience for your customers that you can. Attached are just some examples of your Google My Business page and a Yelp page. Yelp's is actually, I enjoy their COVID update just a little bit more. If you don't have a Yelp page, do set that up for your business, because more people use it than I ever thought would, and I'm just amazed at how many referrals we're getting from it. But their COVID update shows first and foremost on your Yelp page. Google My Business, they just say that hours or services may differ, so you have to update a few other things for people to be able to see it, including your business description. But Yelp's is right there, front and center. But this is just a really good example of why you should have these set up, why it's so important. I know all of us, when we're looking for things in new towns, we always go to Google My Business. And even when I'm online shopping, I like to have that little sidebar pop up, just so I can look at pictures of products and look at pictures of where it's coming from and how it's made. So be sure to keep those updated.
And Jesse, I think it's really important that we want to stress Google loves Google. And so I cannot stress enough, if you're not adding pictures to your Google map at least once a week, you need to start. Even if it's just you hanging in there and, you know, a motivational, I mean, you know, a display in your store. Again, Google loves Google, and Google continually tells me the best place to hide a dead body is page 2. So we want every Nebraska business to be on page 1 of a Google search, because everybody uses Google. So if you take anything away from us today, except our commitment to helping keep growing Nebraska, is please, please pay high attention to your Google map and add photos and update this, because again, Google loves Google.
Yeah, and the other important thing for having your business listed on both of these sites is they both integrate really well with each other. So if you have a Yelp page set up, sometimes Google pulls your Yelp reviews in. If you have more and better reviews on Yelp, it'll pull those reviews instead of your Facebook reviews. So they both work together to help bring you to the top of search pages. We do have a really great Google training coming up. We're doing a 3-part series. This is free to the public, so you can register. The first part of this series is digital skills for everyday tasks. So they're going to go over ways to enhance your searches, ways to use Google products such as Google Sheets, Google Email, Google Docs to all improve your work life while you're working from home or while your staff is working from home. This is given by our Google expert, Dave. He will also be attending our MarkeTech conference and presenting more about Google My Business and how to get your business online. But I think this one's going to be really beneficial to everybody, not just business owners. So if you think you can benefit from this training, please sign up. It will be on April 30th from noon to 1. If you can't make that time slot, still register. It'll be an on-demand training, and we'll send you the link afterwards to be able to watch that recording. Again, we're going to touch on MarkeTech. This is an annual conference. Our new date is going to be July 21st, 2020. We have speakers coming from across the country to talk about a ton of different topics relating to marketing. We have somebody coming to talk about podcasts, email marketing, video marketing, maintaining online business, not losing leads in the black hole. And, we have a really great keynote speaker, Charlene, who's going to be talking about that, not losing leads. And she's super energetic. It is one of the premier marketing conferences in the Midwest. Registration is open. So early bird rates are still happening. So you can register for a pretty discounted rate online. Janelle, do you have anything to add to MarkeTech?
Just that the Google guy will be there. So if you attend the 3-part series, you'll be able to meet with him in person and get your questions answered. It's going to be a lot on storytelling and video marketing, which now more than ever, we all have to up our digital game. I think if we've learned anything from COVID-19, it's how we can work remotely and reach people globally. We have a huge increase of online orders, and we're sending majority of our orders to California and Utah, and it's huge. And it's, so I cannot stress enough, we all have to up our digital game, and this will be about that, telling our story.
This will also be a wonderful networking opportunity for your business as well. We have a networking plaza, and so those who are interested, who sign up, have a booth within this plaza, and you're just able to connect with all the conference goers and start promoting your business, your service, your product. And we've had a lot of great success stories from those who partake in the networking plaza. So something to keep in mind as well.
Absolutely. So I'm going to kind of open up this time for Q&A. Please use the chat box. What can we do to help you? Go ahead and chat in. And then I will also let Janelle just kind of talk more about Grow Nebraska and the benefit membership can do for your business.
Great. Thanks, Jesse. I hope if you have any questions, please put those in the chat box. And we love hearing from businesses. And if you want to set up an individual consultation or one-on-one to brainstorm, how can I help more businesses, or how can you help my business? We might not have all the answers, but we do have a connection to a lot of resources, and we'll certainly try to help you the best we can. I cannot stress enough that you should be utilizing email marketing. We have really upped our, I would say, our social media and email. We've really ramped them up on steroids during this crisis. So we're sending out now 3 emails a week with featuring different Nebraska companies. And obviously the big winner of what we're selling a lot nationally right now is flour. It's cooking products, because people are forced to stay home. But yesterday we did an email, and we sold some clean beef out of they're right outside York, Nebraska, some little town. Sorry, it's eluding me. And we've also sold some really cute COVID-19 t-shirts from a mom that kind of is trying to develop a business so she can stay home with her children. That's peace, love, and sanitize, which is quite cute. And we're selling a lot of those. In fact, we have one on by a staff member here now.
We are wearing it.
Yeah, I think it's really, really important that you start utilizing these services that are available, because I can tell you it is definitely working. So.
And we did get a question from Margie. Does the Yelp review area cost? So Yelp does not cost any money unless you decide to upgrade your account, or if you decide to run advertising on Yelp. We don't do either, and we see really good feedback from it. If you have the money to advertise on Yelp, definitely do. It's awesome, and it really does help with search engine. If you're talking more about the COVID-19 updates, if that costs money, that is free to every listing on Yelp. They encourage you to provide those updates because they want people to have the latest updates regarding your business.
Jesse, we also want to add that Yelp as well as Google are running a real incentive program where they're giving you so many free ads. Mm-hmm. And so before you pay for any ad on Google, AdWords, or Yelp, please contact us to make sure you know about the free opportunities, so you can get more bang for your buck. I think that's really, really important, but absolutely, those are really good platforms. We found that most people on the East Coast and West Coast are really into Yelp, although I was proud to see that I met with a banker in Aurora, and he's quite a Yelp guy, which forced me to, get on Grow Nebraska and make sure we're doing it. But anything you can do to have people find your business off that smartphone that we all carry around, that's key. And I'm going to say the 2 that seem to be the best right now, obviously Google, but then Yelp's, making some great synergy.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, I want to thank everyone for sharing. Your time is very valuable and being with us here today. We wish we had more resources that we could tell you that there's lots of grant money out there. It seems to be going as fast as, or we might be at the, we're not sure obviously where we're at right now, but please, as in review, take a look at that, fill out that small business grant opportunity that we talked about in the beginning. Please check out SourceLink. I cannot stress that enough. Please do the survey that the governor sent out. Again, the deadline is April 25th. So if you can do it today, it's painless. It took me less than 10 minutes. They're telling you it'll take 10 minutes, but it truly doesn't. The only way that our government officials are going to know how to help us is if we tell them, and every business counts. We are unstoppable if we want to be. And I really feel strongly that we are. We're Nebraskans, and so we are unstoppable. And, we are Grow Nebraska, and we're committed regardless if you're a member or not a member. We'd love to work with you and help you any way we can so that we can come out of this stronger. So thank you all for sharing your time with us today. It meant a lot to our team.
Yeah, so again, my contact information is up on the screen right now. So if anybody has any questions or more specific business questions that they didn't want to ask in the chat box in front of the group, please email me or give me a call, and I'll be able to either, 1, respond to you, or 2, put you into contact with somebody that's most equipped to help you with that issue or question. Our staff is all very knowledgeable, so we will just pass you along to whoever is the expert in that area. Again, thanks for hopping on. You guys will all receive these slides afterwards. We encourage you to take all those surveys and apply for those grants. And don't forget, next month, our T3 training is over on getting your business online and tips and tricks. So that'll be on May 21st. So Cami is actually presenting that from Grow Nebraska. So we will be super excited for that. And there's going to be a lot of great information. All right. Everybody have a great day and stay warm.
Thank you.